Hi everyone, it's Alicia Pellets from Applied Coaching for Projects here to give you our latest update to the Project Builder. Probably our biggest request so far has been for these projects to create a project rubric. And for a while, the answer was, we're not there yet. Well, that has changed, and the Project Builder can now create single point rubrics for you all. The reason why we went to a single point rubric is to help students visualize what the project learning outcomes are rather than seeing various different levels. But if you want to do levels, this still should at least give you a starting point. And I don't know about all of you, but rubric writing has always been a little bit of the bane of my existence. Finding the right verbs and wording it in student-friendly language has always been a difficult source for me. So hopefully this will help speed up the process because it'll generate you a starting point that you can easily modify. So let's go ahead and take a look. To help you all better visualize what this looks like in the Project Builder, I'm actually building this off of a project within our resources and shop that you can download, and it is called Equations for Better Care. It's this classic sort of update to a high school algebra project where students get to analyze healthcare resource allocation rather than doing the unit of math is all around us. And so it really helps students learn about careers in healthcare administration and then also team up with a local organization. So let's take a peek at how this works in the library itself. So this is a finished project and you can do it from scratch or take one of your old ones if you're already part of the Project Builder. And what you would do is after it has been generated, you can go ahead and click Generate Rubric. And so what this is doing behind the scenes is inputting everything that you have in your Project Builder. So you started off by putting some background information of the standards you wanted it to consider, but that doesn't mean all of those standards ended up showing up within your project, depending on where you took your project. It could even have some more additional ones or left some out. So it's really reading your day-to-day and figuring it out. And this can take up to 5 minutes to generate because it's going through everything step by step. So once the rubric generates, you can make any sort of changes that you would like before you get the final version. And so behind the scenes, the prompt is really inspired by the Massachusetts Consortium for Innovative Education Assessment. And we're following a lot of their guiding principles. So what you will notice within here that there is a maximum of 5 learning goals within your project. And we wanted to do that so that students have a sizable chunk of learning and aren't being super overwhelmed. Again, if you want more than that, you certainly can add and insert more criteria as you would like. Once you are done, you can generate and download that project planner. So let's take a look at the final product. So here is the final project planner, and you can get it in 2 ways. You can get it in Microsoft Word, which is what I'm in, or you can copy and paste that text right into a Google Doc. There's a feature for that. So you can see this is everything that you have picked and edited along the way, down from the project ideas to the public products and driving question. And then it gives you the milestones with suggestions, high level for the day-to-day, based on the number of days you suggested for this project. And so for this one, it was an 11-day project. But underneath that, it does give some additional considerations based on the milestones for collaboration, formative assessment, text and resources, as well as project management. So again, you still might continue to modify even when you're in the project planner to make it personalized for you as well as your students and where they're at in their learning. But underneath this is where that rubric is going to come in. And so following those principles that we got from MCIEA, it's going to only have a max of those 5 learning goals, and it's formatted in a very specific way. Notice that the meat is right in the beginning because we really want this rubric to be able to be utilized throughout the whole project. And so within this, it gives multiple criterion within each one of those goals. And it gives space for either students to do peer-to-peer assessments of giving strengths or self-assessment or teacher feedback in the areas of like, yeah, you're really nailing this, right? You are analyzing that data. This is a total strength and here's why. Or you know what? This piece is missing. You're not quite there yet. And here's how. And so the reason why those spaces exist is because a lot of times when you want to put students, below the standards, they haven't met it yet, you want to give a lot of feedback anyways. And so this gives you that physical space to do that. Again, we hope that this is a starting point. It really helps you with that verbiage and think about what your learning goals are so that you can modify and edit from there. So we hope you enjoy this update as much as we do. Thanks for watching.